Good morning. So today is Tuesday, 31st May, last day of May. So going by really, really quick. In no time, you will be graduated. So I hope you all had a very enjoyable May. I'm a little too close here, so my apologies. There, we'll see if that works. So you will have your deadline for your midterm tomorrow, Wednesday, midnight. Okay, you're only getting one day. Okay, I have not, and so I'll review the instructions and what you all have to do. But first, I have not. I've had a lot of grading, a lot of work, a lot of papers to review. So I have not done any of the corrections of the late work. Okay, I'm just honestly, I'm overwhelmed at how many people are late, but you know, so just bear with me. I finished doing all the grading for every class yesterday, so your grade should be updated with the exception of the laters. Okay, so the laters, hopefully I'll get it done by Friday. My apologies. Okay, so you guys have midterms this week. Today we have midterm. And your deadline will be tomorrow midnight. Okay, so the links are up. Daily attendance today is daily attendance, so just comment today. This is for May 31st, but there will not be an upload for daily attendance on the SU dashboard. Okay, so no link for daily attendance May 31st for the SU link, but you do need to comment below. Okay, so everybody's going to do chapter 4, so all my classes will be doing chapter 4, and then we will proceed. I do want to thank Angel, Miss Curola, and then Natalie, who have helped me with time stamping the instructions. So thank you so much. You have no idea how much you help me, and then it facilitates everybody, and they can just go to the timestamp. So that's really, really neat. I know that Natalie's been doing it, so thank you so much. But Angel also did it, and then she put when the deadline was. So that was really great, and thank you. So before I proceed, so I think that's it. Okay, so midterms are due tomorrow midnight. And then I will work. Hopefully, I'll get done the corrections on the changes, because they're not corrections, right? They're changes of grade for those of you who got approved to turn in late because life happens to you. So hopefully, I'll get it done before Friday. But in case I don't, hopefully by Friday I'll have them done. All right. So just really quick, the whole deal about life and the whole deal about school is to become a lifelong learner. And it's about you learning whatever it is that you want. I remember that when I finished my master's in a year, okay? I actually had sort of like a mini nervous breakdown afterwards because it was just so stressful, but I got it done. It's a long story. I'll tell you another day. But anything that you set your mind to, you can do. But I had been in school for so long, and it was so intense. Okay, not so long. I finished my master's in a year, but I did a certification for education because I did not have a degree in education. I had a degree in communications, PR, and then got into teaching, and then went back and got my master's and my certifications and my licenses. And so that took about a year or two, and then I did. That took a year, and then I did a year in my master's. It usually takes 2. So really killed myself to get it done, and it was very stressful, but anything can be done. And I was married at the time, and then I had small children, and I would cook and clean and everything else. So and I had a full-time job. So you can do anything that you so set your mind to. But the important thing about that is that, what was I going to tell you about that? That I had like a little mini nervous breakdown after I finished. And so when I went out, when I finished my master's, I went to the mall. I hadn't been in the mall forever. I wanted to read whatever it is that I wanted to read, and not read whatever my professors, my teachers instructed me to. So really, I was really enjoying life and really getting out there. Okay, but most importantly, learning stuff that I really wanted to learn. Of course, my master's in my education I learned, but just like hobbies and stuff like that. Okay, so so it's about becoming academically skilled, right? So you have to come to school, and you guys are really expanding your life, because you're getting a degree, a certification, but also it's about expanding your knowledge of whatever it is that you want and whatever it is that you want to study, okay, and whatever it is that you want to read. From there, I started like really getting into esoteric stuff and studying about crystals and energies, and really going back and studying Jung, which was a psychiatrist with who Freud mentored, to really understand, development, early childhood. I have a certification in early childhood and dual language. And so really learning about languages and dual language and, early childhood, but really getting into stuff that I really, really liked, like, crystals and energy and dreams, and really studying, I've been studying symbolism for about 2 decades and a half. So that's like half of my life. Okay. So, that's why I am able to interpret dreams and interpret symbols. And so it's something that I have really enjoyed doing. And so I've expanded myself, and I started like you all, like we don't know what we don't know. And when we start a journey and we start something that we're wanting to be knowledgeable about, we don't know anything, and the learning curve is huge. That's why it's so difficult at the beginning. But what do they say? Repetition is the mother of skill, or something like that. So it's about repetition. It's about becoming better at being able to internalize what you learn, and the skills to be able to acquire the knowledge and retain it. And so it's a skill, and it's a practice, and it's a practice, and it's a practice. So so keep on learning, and a lifelong learner isn't just about academics, but it's about learning incredible things. So whole deal on that is that I'm developing a new skill, and the learning curve has been huge for me, like absolutely huge. And once I get my certification, I'll tell you all, because I'm very superstitious. So I don't like telling people before I get it done, because it breaks the energy. That's why I tell you that don't tell anybody that what you're doing, or even if you're going to school, don't like lay low. You have a lot of haters. You have people tell you, why are you going to school? That's stupid. Just it's ridiculous. It's a long time. It's not a long time. Nothing's a long time for your growth, okay? And you have a whole lifetime, so who cares, right? And stuff, las cosas pasan rápido. Life happens quickly. And so if you're in it and you study for whatever, 16 months or whatever, the certification is, it passes by quickly. So, I'm recording this at 6 o'clock, 6:20. I got up really early at 5 o'clock. Yesterday I stayed till like 9 or 10 getting, all your stuff ready. And then all this weekend I worked like crazy, and I did all my, grading and stuff like that. So, because I got up this morning to go to class. So just like you all, I'm going to class, and I have a really young teacher. She must be like 24 or 20. Yeah, I think she's 24 max, if not 22. So, there's a skill that she's teaching me that she's very good at, and I'm going, and so I'm putting in a lot of time. The learning curve is huge, and it was very frustrating for me at the very first time that I started, and I'm going at this very, very slow. And since I'm one of the older ones, it's taking me forever to learn stuff. And so you just chug along, and you just work at it every day, and every day you get better, and every day you understand better, and every day you try better, and every day you work it, and every day you learn something, and every day you add on to your schemata, and you build your strength, and you build your stamina, and you get to a point of mastery eventually. So, it's step by step, step by step. Every success is step by step. People that are successful, it's not overnight. That's what people see, but it's not. That's people see that it's overnight, but they don't see all the years of work that's gone into it, and all the failures, or supposedly failures, because there are no failures in life, but perceived failures that they went through in order to get to where they're at. So, so I just want you to know that just like you all, I'm also a student in some areas of my life, even though I'm super old, and even though I have a master's in education, and I'm a broker, and I have all sorts of licenses. I have like 4 licenses, like 3 in education, and then I have a brokerage license and all sorts of stuff. So you never stop learning, and that's the name of the game, okay? Because that's how you expand. So I want to congratulate you for chugging along and being here. Midterms and finals are very difficult. They're very stressful, but you can get through it, okay? So we're going to start. So best of luck to you, all right? So midterms due Wednesday, midnight. Get them in. Okay, I will probably not be accepting any more late work after this, and you need to get your midterms. If you don't get them in, I have to get them in by Friday. So if you don't get them in, chin chin. All right. So we're gonna start with the fortune cookie and see what your fortune is. It's sort of kind of broke, so there might be some things that maybe are kind of I don't know, broken or something like that. And then it says, it seems fates are against you today, but they probably are. So there might be something that you sort of feel, that people are against you or whatever. Just stay true to yourself, okay? And just don't listen and put in an energy to your positive, okay? To being positive. Let me get another one. I didn't like that one. So you might have some haters. Make sure that you don't show them what you're doing or what it is that you're achieving, okay? The less people know about you, the better. And then you have here, you will make some changes before winning. So there's adjustments that you have to do, okay? And before you can really manage this. Okay, so let's begin, all right? Let me see what I have here. So let's do English 133, A500, and A501. So English 133, A500, and A501. So you have chapter 4, page 143 through 150, exercises 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Page 151, top of the page, exercise 8, 9, and 10. Page 171 through 173, part 1 and part 2. So chapter 4 for English 133, A500 and English 133, A501. You have pages 143 through 150, exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Page 151, top of page, exercise 8, 9, 10. And then page 171 through 173, part 1 and part 2. And then we'll go to BC, Business Communication, A500. You have chapter 4, page 121 through 122. Objectives 4.1 through 4.5, and it's questions 1 through 19. Remember to copy and paste, your objective and your question, and then write in your answer, okay? So for business communication, you have chapter 121 through 122, objective 4.1 through 4.5, questions 1 through 19. And then we have English 145 A500 and English 145 A500 and 1. You have chapter 4 for midterm, so that includes all the exercises, all the practices, and all the exams or quizzes if they have it. It's pretty self-explanatory, so make sure you go through it. Remember that there's sometimes that it asks you something and it just says that if you were to do it, not to do it completely. So make sure that you read the instructions correctly. And so that is for English 145 A500, English 145 A501. Your midterm is your chapter 4. Get it all done. You have to go through the whole chapter. So read it and then do all the practices and all the exercises that they ask you and or quizzes, okay? All right, so that concludes our day. The links are already up. Remember that there is no daily attendance link for SU today. Namaste. Love and light.